The Jingle Bell season is starting and we're getting our first portion of Christmas movies. And studios indeed want our money, so the bait is out again. Famous actors, familiar setting, action, and so on. But was it successful? Will it give us what we want? Let's find out right now. Red One is 2024 action-adventure Christmas film directed by Jake Kasdan and written by Chris Morgan, from original story by Hiram Garcia. Red One was released internationally by Warner Brothers Pictures on November 6 and was released in the United States by Amazon MGM Studios through Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Now you understand that we're going big here. No games, just cash. There's not much to say about the production because you can see it was made mostly in studios. I would guess in Warner Brothers Studios in Hollywood, which is great, just nothing really interesting to tell you about it, except that I've been on the studio as a background performer. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. Let's move to the plot. The movie starts with the famous Here Comes Santa Claus song. Don't worry, we're gonna be hit with nostalgia not once in this game. We meet Jack, a boy who can find anything and doesn't believe in Santa. He also makes his cousins disappointed in Santa. Jack is really stubborn, so he drinks Santa's milk and eats his cookies. We travel 30 years in the future where we meet Chris Evans, whose Captain America shield you can see from a mile. He's not even hiding it, what a shame. The guy creates sabotage on the street, gets into the building, cuts some wires, and gets out unnoticed. Taking a child's candy? Obvious move. He's bad, we know that. After the title and another famous Christmas song, we see cliché mall scene where everyone is fighting for the presents and waiting in line to sit on Santa's lap. Like COVID never happened. Anyways, that's where we meet Dwayne "Rock" Johnson, who's playing a tough guy, security guard for J.K. Simmons. Like he needs one. The scriptwriters thought the same, that's why we'll talk about the Santa's physique a good couple of times. The poor mortals don't even know they saw actual Santa, who is a businessman/mafia boss with the amount of security and power he has. Of course, Santa gets in the sleigh and the reindeers go up. Might add really poorly made reindeers. This CGI almost broke my eye. Chris Evans at the same time tries to be a comedic actor and gets a deal after selling an important geolocation. The plot is so obvious that it seems that they were trying to cover all of the audiences, but it just made the plot too simple and the humor too flat. We get acquainted with the bird. Rock is resigning, Santa's not happy. Though he's so strong and fit, he is also super wise. Rock and Santa have a talk like, "Why do you leave?" "I don't wanna, but people are bad." "That's why we need you here, and the whole movie will prove you that." Blah, blah, blah. Santa gets kidnapped by a teenager played by Kiernan Shipka. Action scene, like this is Avengers or one of the Dwayne Johnson's movies. Lucy Liu comes to rescue, she's the head of MORA, Mythological Oversight and Restoration Authority. Finds Jack, Chris Evans, and Rock, after a couple of action scenes and stretch comic scenes, allegedly, go on a road trip to find Santa. Rock goes by the name ELF, which is supposed to be funny, and means Enforcement, Logistics, and Fortification. Heroes find along the way that the teenage girl is actually old as the world's 16 feet tall witch gorilla, who wants to put every bad person in the world in a snow globe and punish them. The globe belongs to Krampus, who is, according to the plot, Santa's brother. Girl. Long story short, writers need to include a character arc for Jack, so Gorilla traps him and his son in the globes, but they get out pretty quickly. All of the heroes defeat Gorilla together, Elf stays on duty, and whoop! A plot twist. Adult Jack is the child Jack from the beginning. Plot twist meant only for The Rock. If they wanted to make a surprise by the fact that the red-haired guy from the beginning of the film is Jack, the adult one, Chris Evans, maybe they shouldn't have written 30 years later. I don't see any point of value to go deep into the road movie of Chris Evans and Dwayne Johnson, because it's pretty plain. Yes, there are jokes, I just didn't find them funny or entertaining. The creators mixed and matched all of the popular culture in one cauldron. It really doesn't matter if it fits or not. Far-fetched relationship names like Jack, Bird, Elf. Really? There are plenty of movies that do it better. The first thing that catches your eye is poor graphics. Those CGI deers, when it comes to the buildings, the situation improved. And I liked the animation of the headless rider, and especially his horse. It was cool. If the movie is for the kids, why do we need thriller elements here? If it's not, then why didn't you go all in? Nobody would care for a bad guy, even if it's a Christmas movie. I always associate the ice cream man with horror movies. And the broken record with Feliz Navidad sounds creepy. When we go on with the thriller part, Krampus on the Wikipedia page is much more frightening. Yes, I was complaining about graphics, but this costume looks even worse. Hello Charm from 1999. And again, talking about the comparison, then the scenes with Krampus is Loki's stone table scene from Chronicles of Narnia. Snow globe is being an artifact of Krampus is a stolen idea from the Krampus movie of 2015. I remember it to be frightening. I haven't watched it though since then. The film simply consists of references to various movies, cartoons about Christmas, and famous songs. At the same time, it does not add New Year's mood at all. Just a stupid action movie, 80% consists of computer graphics. The Grinch with Jim Carrey does it much better. Maybe because the decorations were actually built. I go into more details about that in the Big Grinch video. In my opinion, the cast of an actress for The Witch does not work here. I would love to see Tilda Swinton here, or someone older, of more status, because Grilla does not try to blend in with the crowd to deceive anyone. Her appearance as a cute girl does not play any role here. I understand why it was done, because a star cast was needed, and Kiernan Shipka is very popular both at the time of filming and now. Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans play themselves, their usual roles. Lucy Liu plays Charlie's angel. Yes, she is gorgeous, I really like this actress. It's just that these actors are placed in such a framework. These roles are written on purpose, to cause us a false sense of nostalgia, but it doesn't work. The only thing that this movie invoked in me was the desire to watch other Christmas movies, which I caught references to. I don't like Red One. It's just dumb action movie. It does not give the feeling of holiday, the feeling of coziness and relaxation, and just screams, running, fights, etc. I don't recommend it. It's not worth your time. Watch only good movies, those which bring you fast in mood.
And he checks it twice. If you were to try to read that list just once, it would take you a decade, but he does it twice. And the reason why he's able to do any of it is because he is Santa Claus, the one and only, and no one else can execute his mission.
Which is?
To spread cheer